Oh, you're
the
right.
mountain time. In my brain, I thought you said 9:30, and then my brain translated that the wrong time.
Yeah, we're live. That was just all caught on.
Oh no!
We're starting soon, guys.
Now everyone knows there's something wrong with my brain.
Welcome back to the Nerdcore Live Show. As always, it is me, the Nerdy Chicano, here to host the show with no co-host at all, but I am joined by wonderful guests. And those guests are the Karate Kid himself, Mike Diglow, and Michelle from Megawave. We've got the dynamic duo here to talk with us. How are we doing, guys?
We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing well. Yeah. No complaints here.
I was saying, I don't think I haven't been on the show before.
Yeah, he's the first timer.
Yeah. Mike's never been on the show. Mike, Cindy has been on this show before you have.
You're right.
Cindy's a special guest.
She's way cooler than having me on the show.
No, I don't think she's way cooler than you, man. You got the My Chemical Romance
on the show right now. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, well, look, we are live here with everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we're gonna have more people coming in as this starts. We're at 0 right now. Don't worry, you guys come in and get comfy, and welcome to the shit show, my friends. This is a live show. We've got a topic today. We're gonna be talking about today's the 40th anniversary of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, to me the greatest horror film ever made. And look at it here, we got Mr. Chillzone up in here. How are you doing, Mr. Chillzone? We hope you're doing well. And we're going to talk about that later today. But as you guys know, what's it called? The topic doesn't get talked until like the last 5 minutes of the show, and that's it. And we're gone. So, yeah, who cares about topics here? But yeah, we've got Megawave here with us. It has been a long time since we've had Michelle on here. It's been since Impaired Files episode number 10? 9, I don't remember, but even before that, episode 20, where Michelle was here, the episode that almost did not happen because I almost lost that episode.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, but this is Mike's first time here, and Mike, well, hold on, sorry, nice to see you all. Yeah, no, Mr. Chillzone, thank you for stopping by, bro. We always love having you here. And you have your mod privileges, so if anybody's acting naughty, you bump up the fuck out of here. But yeah, Mike, this is your first time, dude. Welcome to my podcast home. This is my baby that I created, and I'm really sorry that I brought you on this one. I should have brought you on another show.
That's okay.
You're either gonna feel really embarrassed after tonight that you're on this terrible show, or you're going to just love it and want to come back more.
I'm sure I'll have fun.
Michelle was like, oh, Mike's he goes, Diglow's never seen The Shining. I'm like, who cares? He goes, we don't care about the topic here. It's like 2 minutes. Like
a lot of very big movies that I just never got around to. I'm
we should actually probably start taking a list and
now that we actually have time to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what's it called? I told her, like, this show, it doesn't matter about topics. If I cared about a topic, I'd bring you guys on the main show. Like, who cares about that? This is what happens. This is what happens, and this is how I explained it to Michelle. This is what happens when you hand 2 idiots a microphone and you tell them, here, have an internet connection and play around. And this show is that. That's what this show is. But I'm really glad you guys are here. And for those who may not know what Megawave is, you want to explain to them?
Sure. We are an alternative rock new wave band
from Long Island, New York.
from Long
it's
Island.
the two of us and our drummer Mike, and we've been going live every Wednesday.
Yeah, we go live every Wednesday on our Instagram,
usually when
YouTube,
in normal
Twitch.
times.
We used to play bars
play lots
before
of
all the
shows
bars
around
were
the island
closed.
in New York City. But right now, we've been saving up to record an EP, and we've been doing live streams.
Yeah,
every Wednesday, and we've been.
Mike plays the guitar, by the way, and I play the keyboard and sing. And our other Mike is our drummer.
Yes.
So that's Megawave.
All right. Well, what's it called? Yeah. I've known Michelle for a very, very long time. I think we're going on 6 years here.
I was gonna say 7 years.
7 years.
Close. No, I think 6 is right. I think I was pretty close in my head.
Yeah. So what's it called? I had the pleasure of supporting Michelle and the band for a while. Listening to their music, and I'm currently have not missed a single Mega Wednesday.
That's true.
You're the Mega Wednesday champion.
I think you're the reigning Mega Wednesday. I don't think
the reigning Mega Wednesday champion.
Wow,
Chris was pretty close. Chris was pretty close, but
I think
he missed us last Wednesday. I think. Oh, and I'm really sorry if that's a lie.
Well, it's all good. He can come for my title when he wants. For now, I'm the reigning defending champion. But yeah,
more Mega Wednesdays than Cindy. Sometimes she leaves.
What?
She goes downstairs. We start playing, and she just opens the door and walks out.
Sometimes she'll watch.
It's like, oh, mom and dad are playing music. I don't care. I ain't gotta go out.
Sometimes she'll sit in her bed and just be like, hey.
Yeah, sometimes she sits and smiles.
Sometimes she's just like, I don't feel like listening to this right now.
Yeah, and then she goes to watch TV with her Nana and Pop-Up.
I don't want to deal with these people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to. What's it called? Somebody's asking for the link while I'm doing the show, and I have a very strict rule of no phones while we're doing these type of things. But since that person was here yesterday, I have to do it. So, yeah. So that's the link going out. But yeah, no, I'm really happy to be there every Wednesday. It's a lot of fun. It's what we have to do right now because of the state of the world that we're in. So it's a lot different.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of our other friends bands that we play with a lot have been doing it.
Yeah, it's also cool because we don't have a huge following here in New York. All of our people are scattered all over the place. Yeah, so it's we're probably going to keep it up anyway, even after the quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the people that watch us haven't seen us because we don't live anywhere near them.
Yeah, until we're able to get on the road, it's kind of this is going to do it.
Yeah. Well, what's it called? Before I was on here, I was watching somebody stream. Basically, she does a DJ set every single weekend. Saturday, I think it's Saturday. Every Saturday she does a DJ set. She's not even a professional DJ or anything. She just bought gear and she's like, I'm gonna learn. And she has a dance party and she brings on guests and everybody's just dancing the whole time, and it's a lot of fun. And they were just playing hits after hits, and they were and they played she played what's it called Everywhere from Fleetwood Mac, and now I got that song stuck in my head. And
that's a good one.
Yeah, I can't get it out of my head, and it's stuck in there. But it's a lot of fun. It's really interesting to see how people are innovative right now during the quarantine.
It is definitely. It's very weird, but cool.
Oh.
Our friends in Bad Mary during live streams, they do a game of
they do Hangman while they're doing it, and they have the people in the chat guess different letters. We were just watching them earlier, and they had people. They said oh, clue, it's a 90s toy.
Yeah.
And I guessed it right. And they had they keep having the people in the comment guess the letters and stuff. And it's a fun way to engage with people.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Mr. Chillzone says 2 mics. They should make their own candy called Mike and Mike's.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mr. Chillzone. It sucks that Mr. Chillzone has moderating duties, or I'd give him the link and have him come in here. Chillzone's really fun, dude. Mr. Chillzone's also very known for finding corn dogs in his dorm showers on his college campus. So, Mr. Chillzone is one of our favorite people here. Yeah. You want to ask him how the hell you want to know how the hell you found a corn dog in his college dorm bathroom shower, then he can always give us a story again. My God. Yeah, no, of course, man. Come on. I got to bring up that story. It's great. You see, this is what I love about StreamYard. I can just pull up the comments right here and just read them off on here on the screen. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, today's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna be, gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about the band and stuff, and we're gonna after the commercial break, we'll come back and we're gonna do talk about The Shining for 2 or 3 minutes. I don't care, But, like I said, I've been waiting for somebody to come in here and be like, when are you guys gonna get to the topic? So I could just tell them, like, get out. That's not what the show's about. There's a lot of other places on here you can watch. But no, nobody's been trying to test me yet. And I really want somebody to test me. But I'm very sad that either Brad's not here because it's not that fun without, the bearded one here to,
I miss Brad too. I was looking forward to talking to him.
Yeah. It's very funny that Brad said, apparently I've known Megawave just as long as you do because of what he used to run, that clothing company he used to run. So he found a tweet that he had that he responded to y'all.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. Back in like 2011, 2012.
11.
Oh shit! So I must have been the infidelities.
Maybe.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while. Like it was like around.
Yeah. It was their old band.
2011. I didn't know him at that time.
Dude, it was a while because
we met in 2012.
We met in 2012.
Yeah. So Brad apparently has been following the band for even longer than me.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I'm telling Brad, like when I said yesterday, like, oh, we're gonna have Megawave on, I've known them for years, and then Brad's like, apparently I have too, and
that's so funny.
Yeah, bro. When y'all go and get into the topic, you want those moderator privileges still, bro? I'll take them off.
I'm down to talk about The Shining, whatever.
Yeah. No, of course.
I feel like Mike, you have to at least know some memes, like
no, I know what it's about. I know the gist of it. I've just never seen it.
I can't believe that.
No, Mike. I'm really surprised you've never seen The Shining, dude. I mean,
I'm never like a huge horror guy.
Not really.
I know a lot of people I work with are like huge horror buffs. They probably what? You've never seen it?
Well, I just recently started getting into horror because of this sort of renaissance we're having. With the different directors.
Apparently, a lot of the movies that have been coming out have been a lot of my friends were saying like Midsummer.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're like really, really good. Like,
Midsummer, Hereditary, The Witch, It Comes at Night, and all those. It Follows is another really good one. We've been starting to see a certain boom where for a while we were getting the very jump scary horror films, and now we're kind of getting these very grounded films that the horror is actually inside the actual characterization of the characters on there. So
I feel like I was like the drummer in my other band, Dorks. He's like a huge like movie buff. Like he just like
Robbie's a movie buff.
Like he's like he'll just go to the. I feel like I'll get a lot of like suggestions from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll go to like the theater just like on his own.
Like, he'd go to
almost like every week.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah.
It sounds very relaxed. I've never done
I would
it
love to go to the movies by myself, but it's also like
it sounds very relaxing.
$20.
Yeah. Well,
we do have some cheaper movie theaters here, like $5, $7, but then you have to go in the middle of the day to go see a movie.
You have to get the senior discount.
Well, what I would do on the weekends is that I wake up early, go to the movies, so I get my matinee ticket, and I have my AMC premiere membership where I pay $17 a month, and I get points. I get points. Yeah, I get points for every time I visit the movies. So usually I'll get like a $5 coupon. So I'll be like, okay, cool. If I go in the mornings, it's like $5, right? Yeah. So I put that coupon. Basically, all I have to do is pay for the drink, and that's it. And I'll just go in there and just watch a movie.
That sounds so good. I keep trying to talk to the young man that I work with. He has autism. I keep trying to talk him into like having like a pretend movie day. Like, let's go. Like you and I will set up. We'll have our popcorn. We can watch the Muppets.
Yeah. Queen Weeb is says going to the movies alone is worth it. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on. This is the other Michelle, not this Michelle. You know what? I'll say Michelle. This is Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on. We really had fun with you yesterday. This is obviously. Well, hold on. This is obviously Michelle. The one on the bottom here is Michelle. So that's the way I'll get them. What's it called? Not mixed up here. But thank you for stopping by. And if you followed us, thank you. You know, you're helping us get one step closer to affiliate here. So, and by the way, I want to get to affiliate not because of the money, because I want to do the when you get to affiliate, you do watch parties from your Amazon Prime, so you can put on movies from Prime Video and watch them on stream.
No way.
So, yeah. So once we hit Prime Video, once we hit the affiliate, we're freaking watching The Lighthouse in here, man. I want to show that movie on here to see who wants to come in and watch it with us. But yeah, I want to hit affiliate for that. What? Michelle, not Michelle, dude. Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Michelle. No, it's because it's. I stumble names here and there, as you can tell sometimes. You know, like what's it called? One of the live show episodes we had to talk about the filmmaker Luca Guadagnino, and you know, what's it called? Mr. Johnson was like, "What did you just say, Luca Guadagnino, or what?" I was like, "No, dude, I'm trying to say it in the Italian pronunciation, but obviously it's not coming out right."
Yeah, I used to do that. I would butcher Spanish and say things that were like Italian instead. Yeah. That's hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, like when you tell me to pronounce Federico Bellini, yeah, I can do that. You know, but look at Guadagnino, like no, it's kind of hard, man. Like, but I am glad that I am fluent in Spanish, because when I took my Italian cinema course, like it was, you know, I could understand those movies like that. I was like, oh, having a fun time here. I don't even need to read the subtitles. Yeah. What did Mr. Chozo? Michel. Yeah, no, that's what we're saying. Not sure if I did that correctly. Yeah. By the way, I forgot to put this up there, but I've got to put the banner up here. As always, if you want me to do an impression, you know, because Mike does an impression here as well. You know, he can do Kermit. So if you want Kermit arguing with Kermit here, all you got to do is send in a donation. It can be $1, it can be $2, it can be $3. It doesn't matter. We're going to do an impression here. You just make sure you include the prompt. What's up?
We have a puppet too.
Yeah. So if you want Kermit to argue with Kermit, streamlabs.com/nerdcore. Send in $1 and up, and just include the prompt, like, you know, say, I want Kermit and Kermit to argue about their decision to go drinking last night, and we'll do like an improv thing here or something like that. And if you want like drunk Kermit talking about what's it called, basketball being canceled or something, like just do whatever you want. Just send in your donation at what's it called.
I'll like duck under the camera and just have him like.
I said we'll put a hood over his head so he could be evil Kermit.
Yeah, evil Kermit.
Oh, Constantine. No, he has the mole.
But you can't see it when he has the hood over his head.
Right.
Yeah. But that's how it's going to be going down today. So streamlabs.com/nerdcore. You guys send in the donations and we'll do them. You just make sure you put the prompt in there. And at what's it called? Mr. Chillzone is getting to know Queen Weeb over here. Michelle. Yeah. Damn, Mr. Chillzone. You know, you want to calm it down, man, with the heart emojis out here, man. What's it called? Queen Weeb. She's not open to looking for anybody right now, apparently. So yeah. All right, let me go ahead and take this off. Did I take it off? Yes, I took it off. My bad. As you can tell, my what's it called? My technology skills are not the best here. But yeah, oh my god, yeah. Come on, Mr. Jozo. You know I like to play around here. But you know, what's surprising you've never seen it, The Shining, Diglo, because you know I'm a 23-year-old Mexican that lives on a border town. and I've seen one of the most popular American films ever, and you're like significantly older than me, and you've been on this earth longer, and you haven't seen this movie.
I'm significantly older than you.
That's
He's
true.
not really.
I'm 26.
Not by much.
That's 3 more years that I could have been seeing The Shining.
It's still 3 long years, man. That's 365 days each year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like I just never like. I feel like I guess I'm never like a big like I like movies, but I feel like one of my friends said like the best way to describe it is like I feel like I really like love a movie when I watch it, but I feel like getting me down to watch a movie just like I don't know why.
It's really hard to get him to watch a movie. Like I'll be like, "Do you want to watch this?" And I'll be like, "No, I want to watch a show instead." Like he wants to watch something short, sweet, to the point. That's it.
So, no, I feel like it's weird because I feel like I'm like a huge like TV guy, but like I can still like watch like a certain show for like a stupid amount of long amount of time.
Did I tell you where I went this week?
No. Let me know. Where'd you guys go?
He wasn't with me. I was with my client that I work for. He said he wanted to go to the Amityville Scary House, so we went.
Oh, Lord.
And we're driving up and down the block, and I'm thinking, I know exactly what this house looks like from my memory, but I couldn't find it. So I'm driving up and down Ocean Avenue, and you could tell that people could tell that I was looking for the house. Like,
there's a music venue called Amityville Music Hall. That's like
every time friends come in out of town, everyone's like, I need to go see the Amityville Horror House. And I'm like, so it's a gorgeous house. There's nothing to see.
Yeah.
Exactly. A lot of times when like bands are touring through the area, like, oh, I got to see the Amityville Horror House.
I never went there by myself. I've only had other people drive me there. So I was like, where the hell am I? And like, I lived in Amityville for the last year. So I was kind of like, this is really sad. This is the first time I'm going here on my own.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a big fan of the movies, of course, right? I like my horror films, but you don't really know this about me, Michelle, but I am terrible at watching horror films. Like, I went to see The Invisible Man, and I screamed super loud. Like, I jump, I scream, and it's not like, no, it's like, like that, like, really high pitched screaming. So, I like watching these movies, but I get really scared. Like, the people beside me, they'll laugh at me because I'm screaming. And I'm like, well, it's not my fault. It's actually scary to me. Like, so I cannot picture going to the Amityville Horror House and not, leaving without a voice because I'd be really
I'll get spooked a little bit. I don't know.
We live in the same neighborhood as the Poltergeist house too.
Hell no, can't be me.
I drove past it at least 50 million times. I would drive past it every time I would go from our old job where we used to work to his house. I would drive past it, and I only found out that that was the house like maybe a few months ago. So I was kind of like, well, I'm not gonna be scared of it now. Like,
it's really big too.
Queen William says he screams like a little girl. What, is there something wrong with screaming like a little girl, Michelle? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm sorry if my high-pitched screams, are similar to that of a prepubescent boy, okay? So, there ain't no problem with that. Couldn't be me. Hell no, 100%, bro. No, Mr. Chillzone, you will never catch a Latino or a black man around that areas, man. Like, hell no. What's it called? Mr. Chillzone knows exactly what he's talking about, bro. No.
The Amity Horror House?
Amity Horror House, all the haunted places. Yeah. Hell no.
Where the Poltergeist house is a very white neighborhood, but Amityville, it's very weird because like there's like a main street kind of road, and on one side of the road where the Amityville Horror House is, it's very like rich. The people live in their houses are worth millions of dollars. The Amityville Horror House cost at least $3 million, I would think, maybe more. And then like
the village area is
that whole little village area is all rich white people. You go on the other side of the road, and that part of Amityville where I used to live, that's not. Like
next time we should go to Queen Weave says next time we should go to a haunted house. Michelle, you do that. I will literally get out of the car, block your number, call an Uber, and go back to my place because girl, you can test me all you want. There's a lot of things in this world that if you were to do, I would, get you out of my life like that. Taking me to a haunted house, that's one of them. Unless we're doing it for a video for the channel or something, maybe I'll do it. But if you're taking me out just shits and giggles, you want to do that? Real quick, your phone's getting blocked. I'm getting an Uber and I'm getting the hell out.
Michelle, I'm gonna call you from the horror house. you could come to haunted houses with me via the internet.
Okay, well, you know, Michelle, I really do value your friendship, so you better not be doing that. So you know,
I won't call you from the haunted house.
No, it's terrible. No, hell no. I remember doing that as a kid. They would have at the elementary schools. They would have like haunted houses all the time there, and I would go. I went like once or twice, and I hated it. I hated it. I was like screaming the whole time, and I was really scared. Look, just even talking about these things are making my palms sweat already. I don't like these things at all.
It makes me feel really weird.
He doesn't like it either, I guess.
It's interesting, but I feel like I would never want to go visit.
I remember the first time I told Diglo about like my experiences with ghosts, and he didn't sleep that night.
Oh yeah, that freaked me out.
That night he well, I was sleeping in the basement, and he was sleeping upstairs. This is like when we were like first started dating.
I remember that, and then I went to sleep in the basement.
And then he went to sleep in the basement. He's like, I can't sleep by myself.
Ghosts.
Whereas I'm like, ghosts, most like
yeah. Well, you could imagine my experience when my grandmother tells me at a very young age that on the Day of the Dead, animals are able to see the spirits that are crossing over into the world.
Oh.
So then when I hear my dog barking as a young kid on the Day of the Dead loudly, and I'm like, oh hell no. Hell no. No. Oh, ghosts follow me to Michelle, please just Michelle, stop.
We should start our own paranormal podcast. There's a ton of paranormal podcasts, but with two Michelles, I mean, that's cool.
Two Michelles.
Michelle and a ghost.
Morbid macabre Michelles. That's it. That's right there. Macabre Michelles. I'd rather live next to a house of legit crackheads. Bro, I'll be out there smoking every day if it means that I ain't going to go to my house, bro.
That's Amityville. That is Amityville.
That's true. There's a lot of that too.
There's a lot of crackheads in Amityville, and I can say that as a barista. Like there used to be one particular crackhead who would come to my Starbucks in the morning on her bicycle, and like I forgot they had like a nickname for her and everything. I think it was like Bubbles or something.
Yeah.
And she would come in, and every morning it'd be like, why are you riding your bike? It's 4:30 in the morning. She's like, oh, I'm just going for a ride. And you're like, everyone's like, she's definitely on crack.
Yeah.
Going for a ride at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I believe it was the amazing Kendrick Lamar who said, I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it. So what's it called? I'd rather legit live to the most famous what's it called meth lab ever than ever be living next to a damn haunted house. Hell no. That can't be me. That cannot be me. Hell no, bro.
So
what's up?
How did you handle watching The Shining? I want to hear this.
I want to save that for the main topic, but I'm gonna save that for the main topic because there's something I do with The Shining. I don't watch The Shining more than once a year. I only watch it once a year. Yeah. There's just something about that movie that I cannot handle watching more than once. But we'll talk about that when we get to celebrate its 40th anniversary after the break. But yeah, it's like
I'm very curious now that I know you're terrified of ghosts. Like
especially growing up in the culture that I've grown up with, the celebration for Day of the Dead, it is very much about the spirits coming over, and all these things about things I would hear, and witchcraft and all that stuff. And I was like, y'all, like, stop. Like, I don't want to know about this. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to think about this stuff. Okay, like, just stop mentioning the paranormal around me. Just stop. And then we would have like watching the movies and stuff, and I'd be there jumping and screaming, and nah. Can't be me. Ooh, what's it called? Y'all are lagging. I can't hear you guys. I don't know if you guys are talking.
We weren't.
Okay,
He
cool.
just said, "I'm back" to me.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I know.
he was like really far away
Cindy
from the
wanted to go out.
microphone.
Yeah, I know. But what's it called? But if you would like to hear Kermit talk about his experience at a haunted house, all you need to do is just send a donation to streamlabs.com/nerdcore.
Make like the scrunch face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He's trying to make his Kermit puppet make faces too.
Yeah. Look, guys, I just $1. We just want to do one impression today, guys. Like, please. And it's called be our first donator.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just
No, look at that.
No, I'm not bluffing.
He's not bluffing. He's telling the truth.
Yeah, no, I know.
We are weird people who own puppets.
I need to get a Kermit puppet because, well, first of all, I love Kermit, and I actually found out something today that I did not know about Rainbow Connection. Did you guys know that Weezer and Haley Williams covered Rainbow Connection?
They did, yeah. It's really good.
When the fuck did this happen that I didn't know about it?
It was 2000.
It was a while ago. It was on it's like an album of all Muppets covers by like a lot of like popular like alternative bands.
Yeah.
Like I think Alkaline Trio does like Moving Right Along too.
Yeah.
And like some of the other covers were okay. That one like was really like stood out though.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Because like those are like two like perfect artists to do that.
Yeah, that was good.
It's really crazy because obviously Rainbow Connection's a great song. It's amazing.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people have done it.
That main note, the one of a dun 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 dun, it reminds me of the main theme of Roberto Benigni's La Vita è Bella, Life is Beautiful, and it's the same note in the piano. It's dun 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 dun, and it's like every time I hear it, I'm thinking about Life is Beautiful, but then I'm also like thinking about Kermit the Frog singing it on his banjo in the swamp. Yeah, so like but then again, I'm not thinking about Kermit while I'm watching Life is Beautiful for sure. God no, it's too depressing to think about a beautiful Kermit the Frog.
I feel like I like really enjoyed the song more in like the context of the movie too.
Oh yeah, in the movie.
Like the way it like opens with, like the little aerial shot and it's just him like by himself on the little banjo singing a song before any Muppet stuff even started.
So good.
Yeah.
Just dreaming about being
Kermit's just the best. Kermit's the best. He's my favorite. But I loved everything they've done with Kermit. Like, God, like the parodies they've done of Kermit, like on Family Guy and American Dad and all that stuff. Like, it's just like, y'all know just how to use this motherfucker, bro. Like, come on, guys.
Did you see? Do you know the YouTube Defunct Land?
No.
They have a whole series of Jim Henson and the Muppets.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
So good.
And we realized like how much like the whole like history of Kermit, like how like Kermit, like Jim Henson
Kermit's
had
beginnings
all these
and all those other characters that are not like the main Muppets.
Yeah, I think originally Kermit was like I don't even know if he was a frog. He was closer to like a
lizard.
A lizard. And he was like really mean.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
He was just kind of a dickhead.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. We had so one of my friends, Aiden Burns here. He's a filmmaker. And he's out there in New York City, and he lives in Brooklyn. And we were talking about how Disney never kind of like pushes the envelope with stuff, and we were talking about like, hey man, what if we ever got our hands on like a Baby Yoda TV show, and we just show him like smoking crack the whole time, and hitting like the crack pipe and like making meth and shit, like and then now I'm thinking, because I read that thing of Mr. Chosen, like I'd rather legit live next to a crackhead, and I'm like, well, dude, what if we did like a impression of Kermit speaking to his crackhead neighbor? That'd be a great prompt as well. But you know where to send those donations, and I'm not plugging for the sake of plugging. It's just like I remembered, I was like, yo, Aiden and I came up with a pitch. We're like, yo, what if we did a series on Mandalorian where young Yoda is just what's it called, young Yoda, where Baby Yoda is just what's it called, pushing rock on the street and smoking crack in his room, and basically making the product and everything.
It could be like troubled teenage Yoda.
Troubled teenage Yoda.
When he becomes, I don't know what the equivalent would be because he's 50. I guess when he's like,
you can still smoke crack when you're 50. Don't worry, bro.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we pitched that. And we were like, dude, like you really want that adult content, Disney, hit us up because we can make that happen. Yeah.
Disney's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder how he'll age in the show because like he's 50 and he's still just a baby.
Mhm.
He doesn't talk and he just like coos and stuff. Like and like I guess and like
Well, how long really is the Mandalorian gonna live? Like
Yeah,
realistically,
exactly.
he's probably
Yeah,
already in
right.
his 40s.
Oh, Mandalorian's gonna die before Mando's gonna die before he, what's it called? The child even reaches like age 100.
Yeah, and at that point he'll probably just be like a toddler, like toddler Yoda.
Toddler.
Yeah.
He's not a toddler now.
Yeah,
Well, he's a
basically.
baby. He can't talk
He
yet.
walks around and stuff. He's a toddler.
That's true.
He does the magic hand things, man.
That's true.
I
I don't know what the equivalent. I also don't know what he is because he's not. They don't tell you his species either.
He's Yodanese, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yodanese. He's Yodanese. But yeah, I forgot to ask if you guys watched anything as of late, like anything interesting movie TV wise.
We've been rewatching Steven Universe for the first time.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'm trying to making my way through Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
I never saw the whole thing.
Too.
I used to watch it with my roommates when I lived in Amityville, and one of my roommates is like, he has a gigantic collection of DVDs. My friend Chris that I was telling you about that does his movies reviews. He has so many DVDs, but like for some reason we just never got through the whole series altogether. And I remember at the beginning of the quarantine, I was like, man, I would really love to finish Avatar. Like,
so
all of a sudden it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You have no idea how much I love that show, but like when we got to the time when we got introduced to Toph, I was like, hold on, this girl's blind and she's able to do all this stuff. You know how happy that made me as somebody who was freaking impaired? I was like, whoa, like this girl's a total badass and she's blind. And that show is just so good. That show, its ending,
it's really good.
It's probably one of the best endings ever.
I'm not ready for it. I'm in the beginning of season 2.
Yeah.
I still need to...
When does Toph come in?
I want to say season 3.
Okay, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, when she comes in, she's my favorite character. I mean, for personal reasons aside, she's a badass. She's an absolute badass, and she's definitely like when I first got introduced, like before the show, like while the show was going on, I was like, I like these characters a lot. They're cool, but like there still isn't something that wows me here that was like grasp my attention. Then we get introduced to Toph, and I'm like, wow. You've got a blind girl who bends earth and basically beats the shit out of everybody. Come on. I mean,
she's a badass.
I mean, you literally made a character just for me. This is my character. I love it. Yeah. So, God, I love that show. I'm glad you started it. I
started. And then
I moved ahead. I moved fast.
She just blazed right past me. We watched the first episode together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I had already been through most of season 1. But I just wanted to like rewatch it.
As far as I got, is just the Aang comes out of the ice cube.
The iceberg.
The iceberg.
The ice cube. God, imagine he came out of the ice cube. You say it was a good day. He didn't have to use his AK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. God, what's it called? But yeah, I can't wait for you to keep watching that. I want to hear your thoughts when you kind of like get further into it. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I need to check my letterbox here. What have I watched? Because I lose track. I'm doing that thread on Twitter, and fuck, that one's long as hell now. Yeah. I didn't get to talk about in the live show. I rewatched The Social Network. Fuck, man.
I've never seen that before.
You've
never seen The Social Network?
We're gonna start writing down these movies that he hasn't seen, and like
the last movie. I'm trying to think the last movie we watched
was probably Onward.
Oh, that's true.
I liked Onward. I thought Onward was pretty good.
It was. I feel like it had like an unfortunate circumstance like surrounding like I feel like it's like it never got like a big like theatrical release because it literally came out right when COVID started happening.
Yeah,
but like I thought it was really like touching. And like that, I feel like Chris Pratt was perfect for.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's great.
He was basically just Andy as an elf from Parks and Rec.
Pretty much, man. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Onward. Social Network is probably the one of the top 5 of the decade of last decade. God, Fincher absolutely directs the hell out of it, and then Sorkin writes the hell out of that movie. So I love that one. I rewatched that one. I watched Crazy Heart for the podcast that we did our review. You guys go check that out on the YouTube channel. Saturday morning review that we did. And then I watched The Wrong Missy. That was on Netflix. God, that movie isn't good, but damn it made me laugh. I was laughing. It was very reminiscent.
I feel like I saw like it's the premise of it. It's like somebody tries to invite somebody to like a trip for Hawaii, but he invites like this really outlandish crazy girl instead of like the hot blonde.
It's 100% has like the tropes of the early 2000s rom-coms. But Jesus, some of those jokes were making me laugh. Yeah, there's a lot of problems in that movie, especially just like I'm so freaking over those the crazy girl over the hot blonde.
The premise seemed very like early 2000s rom-com, like he's got to deal with the crazy girl now.
Yeah. And he ends up falling in love with the crazy girl or whatever, right? I'm done with those tropes. Those tropes, I am annoyed by those tropes so much. But Jesus, some of those jokes that they were being said were like really funny. And I won't spoil a lot, but like there's one bit where they go into the ocean and they're kind of like fighting some. The boss wants them to fight the sharks, and this guy just randomly goes, "All right, let's fuck up some sharks." And that made me laugh so hard. I was like, "Come on, man!" It's just like it's stupid. It's the reason why I enjoy Will Ferrell movies just as much as I do. It's like it's just those stupid random comments at times that happen, and it's like that line in Talladega Nights when one of the guys is asking like what he should get his 90-year-old grandmother for her birthday, and the guy just randomly goes like, "Get her a coffin," and like, Christ, I burst out laughing, and then it's just like those little subtle moments, and it's just like little comments being dropped that don't really have a big punchline, but they make the biggest difference in the movie. And those were some of the things that I liked inside The Wrong Missy, and I thought they were funny. But the movie's terrible. Of course, the movie's freaking terrible. I can't justify it.
Very like cliche,
Yeah. No, I get you. I saw that premise. I was like. But my mom wanted to watch a movie, and I said, "All right, let's watch this one."
Yeah, I guess also with Netflix, there's it's like low risk because like it's not like you have to like go and pay to see a movie. You just turn it on. If it sucks, you can just
turn it off.
Yeah, or just be like, all right, whatever.
Or you can watch the whole thing and laugh about how bad it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on break, but after we come back, we're gonna keep talking with Megawave here. We'll talk about music and stuff, and we'll do the celebration of 40 years of Shining. But hey, will Gasolina Unplug happen? I don't know. You'll have to stick for the break.
I learned. Well, I feel like I should be like I learned it, but it's literally 2 chords.
2 chords, man. Well, Michelle doesn't want to do it. I can do it because I know.
You could do it. You could do it. You could do it, and then he'll play it. And it'll be your collaboration, and I'll do the
Oh my God. Queen Weave says, I remember when you told me to watch that movie in high school. Which movie?
Talladega Nights, maybe?
Social Network or Talladega Nights?
Network.
I tell everybody to watch
Talladega Nights. That's a good movie.
That's my favorite comedy. I mean, I watched it like how many times? 12, 15 at this point now? Yes. Well, I don't know what you're saying yes to. Talladega or the Social Network?
Yes. You said baby, so I'm guessing Talladega Nights.
Yeah, it is Talladega Nights. Okay, yeah, no, I recommend everybody watch Talladega Nights. That's not special. I recommend it to you in high school because everybody who meets me, I either have to show them Talladega Nights or I recommend it to them because that movie's freaking. It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's so funny.
That movie's hysterical.
It's terrible.
It's very ridiculous, but
yeah, but I love that. That's also kind of Adam McKay kind of making fun of NASCAR culture and just how.
Yeah, exactly.
First of all, how white NASCAR culture is, and also how ridiculous it is. But as always, I gotta say, we're gonna come back after the break, and just stay tuned, guys, and listen to these wonderful ads made by some really wonderful people, and the rest of the made by some wonderful people from the rest of this podcast network. We'll be back, guys. Hey, I'm Raul Alejandro Mendoza, and this is
Jabril Newton.
And we are the hosts of High Flyer Radio. And finally, pro wrestling has come back to the Nerdcore podcast feed in the form of a show hosted by Jabril and I. And we talk about everything and anything in the pro wrestling world on Mondays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nothing's off limits. Whatever you guys want to talk about, it is from AEW to SmackDown to Raw to NXT. Nothing's off the table. We can talk about it.
We're going to talk all about it. And if you can get it a day early, you should go to the www.patreon.com/thenerdcore and pledge to the tiers on there so you can get this show and a lot of shows days early before anybody else gets to hear it. But enough talking about it. We'll go ahead and see you there at the Squared Circle. Oh, yeah. Don't tap out. Tune in.
Tune in.
Hello, guys and gals, and you're listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore. I am your host, Daniela Nunez, and along with my amazing co-host, Ashley Garcia, we discuss many things like social impact, pop culture, political realms, and any controversy surrounding the Nerdverse. Tune in and listen to us bi-weekly on the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we will love to chat and hear your thoughts on our wonderful show. And thank you again for listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore.
Hey everyone, my name is Raul the Nerdy Chicano, and I am the host of The Impaired Files. The Impaired Files is an interview show brought to you every Thursday on the Nerdcore podcast feed. And I interview people such as filmmakers, content creators on YouTube, and podcasters like Colton Geschwander. And if you want to listen to that early, a whole week early, all you got to do is go to the Patreon and pledge to the $1 tier. And if you want to listen to it with the general public, then go to Nerdcore podcast feed on anchor.fm/thenerdcore. And the case is closed, but it's not classified. See you guys there.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Gamer Core. You may remember me from such episodes as Big Screen Mess, Mo Money Mo Platforms, and Brad Can Read. Tune in weekly as I blab with my co-hosts Raul the Nerdy Chicano and Brad the Random Germ about the latest news in gaming and gush over what we're playing at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got the deals too. Keep up with the latest deals in gaming and what's happening as I mediate Brad and Raul fighting like a married couple. Will Death Stranding ever come out? Will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the hype? Is a next-gen worth a $500 console price tag? And has there ever been a movie adaptation of a video game that's been done right? It's all on the Gamer Core podcast, everywhere where podcasts are.
Hey guys, this is Brad, aka Young Yoda. Raul said I had to make an ad, so that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be for Unstructured, but as you guys know, you can freaking catch me everywhere when it comes to this podcast feed. You can find me on the Nerd Cores, on Gamer Cores, on Nerdy Chicano sometimes when I get lost. But for this particular one, I want you guys to go check out Unstructured. The Raul gave me free reign to do whatever I want to do. I don't know what he was thinking. So go hear me talk about LeBron James and Taco Tuesday, vaping, so many other freaking weird topics that chimichangas, that's a good one. Shout out to Deadpool. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the ad. So if you guys want to find me, you can find me all over the place on this podcast feed. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I love you all. And nerd up.
Hey everyone, I'm Raul.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the hosts of the Nerdcore podcast. The podcast that talks that nerd. Not on this ad, right?
Not
and
on this one.
We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. On the Mondays, we talk the news. That's the box office, the news of the week, and your trailer talk if there is any. And on Tuesday, we have our theme review. And on Saturday, you have a Saturday morning review, usually movies that have come out in the week or anything we want to talk about. Right, Brett?
Exactly. Whatever we want to talk about, this is our show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen.
We're the flagship show of the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we can be found everywhere you can listen to podcasts, like Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. So you want to talk that nerd stuff with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. Make sure you tune in. And Brad?
Young Yoda out.
Hey, so he's out. We got guests today. What's going on? Oh, crap. What happened here? Why is the show?
I got you, motherfuckers.
What's going on here? Why is the show playing in the background? Oh crap! What's going on here?
Oh no! Wait, where's my water?
Holy crap! What the hell's happening? The hell? What the hell? What's going on here? I am very confused. Major technical difficulties. What the fuck? Oh crap! I know what's going on. Welcome back, everybody, to the nerd. Why did my audio file just start playing? I'm so sorry. Wow, what the hell
Wait.
was?
Does this not work?
I don't know. So, some random thing started playing on
My computer.
Marvel's computer.
That was fun. Megawave makes me. Thank you, Megawave, for being on here while we were talking. While we were on break. I'm really sorry for what just happened, guys. That was definitely not my plan. But what's it called? I believe Brad's not here, and I wanted to debut a new soundbite we have, but hold on, look. So Brad was playing, was on a stream yesterday. He was playing a game, and I was playing it too. Basically, we were playing with our friend, where you had to guess who the alien was, and then if you guessed it right, like your team won. But if you didn't, and Brad won, and they didn't guess he was the alien. So this is what the streamer had to say.
Brad, no! I knew it!
So for a new soundbite, he also is responsible for this one.
I got you, motherfuckers.
Got you, motherfuckers. Yeah. So what's it called? It sucks that Brad's not here to actually enjoy the whole.
Yeah.
Brad, no! I knew it!
No, you.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I love it. I'm going to be playing that so many times. But oh man, this is not fun when Brad's not here because I want to do this. I want to do this bit I always do, but I'm going to do it either way because this is the first time you guys are on this show. So we do a little game here is guess that sound. But I only play one sound and you guys have to tell me what that sound is. Chat, you guys know what it is. Don't say it. Don't put it in the chat. I know Chillzone ain't here, so he's gonna say Michelle, don't put it in the chat. So I'm gonna play the sound for you guys, and you guys are gonna tell me what that sounds like. If you guys get the correct one, cool, we'll move on. If you guys can't get the correct one, then don't worry. We're just gonna stop and we'll go and talk about the actual music and stuff. But are you guys want to play, or are you guys like not up to this?
Of course.
Yeah, let's do it. We're
All right,
in.
so I'm gonna play it.
We've been watching a lot of Billy on the Street, so we want to play.
We're ready to play crazy
We want to
games.
play a lot of silly, fun games like this.
All right. Well, this is the only game I have. So you just gotta let me know what this is, and if you get it right, I'll tell you the story off air. If you get it wrong, then don't worry. We can just move on. So I'm gonna play it in a bit. So I'm gonna play it. You can tell me when you want me to. If you want me to play it again, I will gladly put it on. So here it is. This is your soundbite. You have to guess.
But we have to guess like what
that
it
is.
came from, or like
No, what that is. No, that's a sound of something. You gotta let me know what that is.
Okay.
You want me to play it again?
Yeah. It's definitely. It sounds like it's some sort of.
Is that from a Lego movie?
Nope.
What?
No. Okay. I don't know.
Lego movie.
You want to hint?
That's what I got from it. Lego movie.
You want to
Sounds
hint?
like it's some sort of monster or like a.
This is not from any movie. This is not from
not
any
from
movie.
any-
No music. This is the sound of something, and you got you know if you got it, you got it. Don't worry. If you guys run out and you're like, no, I don't want it. I don't know what it is. We'll leave it at that.
Sounds like some big animal.
No, I think it's a person noise.
A person.
Yeah, like a person put through some kind of filter.
You know what it is, Michelle. Please, Michelle, don't say it, okay?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I want to say whale. Do we
Nope.
get 2 guesses? 'Cause-
No. You guys have as many guesses as you can have until you say I don't know what it
I
is.
was like,
Yeah, we can move on.
It's not a whale. A big beluga whale. Or baleen whale. I don't know.
I'm glad you don't
Something
watch this show.
backwards? Is something
Nope.
backwards?
Nope.
Like it's just played as is.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Like in real life.
That is forwards. That is backwards. That's how it sounds.
Shit, I don't know. I'm going.
You don't. You want to leave it like that? You don't know what it is, or do you want to hear it just one more time?
No, I was gonna say dinosaur, but if it's not from a movie, then
No.
Yeah, how would it be a dinosaur?
yeah, I'm like, there's no real dinosaurs. If it's not from a movie,
There are no real dinosaurs.
That's a
They're
man-made sound.
bird.
I'm saying there's birds. Birds are dinosaurs.
What?
Birds are descendants of dinosaurs.
But they're not like
Yeah.
just a dinosaur.
They're dinosaurs. They're descendants of dinosaurs.
Okay.
You want it one more time?
All right, only one more.
All right, here we go. This is the soundbite. We're playing it again.
Is someone breathing out of their nose?
Nope. You're very
Nope.
close.
I'm still breathing.
A gorilla sneezing.
I fucking wish that was it, man. I wish.
Actually, no, it is. I don't know. I went with the nose.
It has to do with either breathing or noses.
I wish that was the case. I wish it was a gorilla sneezing, dude. It's all good if you can't get it. You just.
All right,
you
I
wanna-
don't think I can get it.
All right. Well, what's it called?
I guess we found out after the show.
I mean, yeah, you can find out after the show, but I mean, what's it called? What's the fun in me telling you guys? You're never gonna guess it. But I'll tell you guys after the show, and I'll tell you the story because it's a pretty funny story. But yeah, they couldn't get it. What's it called? Our guest yesterday was able to get it. After a couple of times, but they were able to get it. So I'm really glad you didn't watch last night's episode because then you would have known what this was.
Yeah.
It's a
He
bit.
still wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have known.
Mhm.
He still could have played.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit I love to do because I just play that. But I mean, here, can you guess this one at least?
That's laughing.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm laughing. That's our spoiler warning. Whenever we do a spoiler warning for a movie, we're like, hey, after this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your spoiler warning is effective. We go. Yeah, I basically got my iPad right here with like a bunch of sounds. I got a bunch of stuff. Some really fun ones. Did you guys ever watch Uncut Gems?
Yes.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
We love that.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, and he goes to the mistress, to the apartment where the mistress is at with her friend, and he's like, don't you just want to come in and cuddle a little bit?
He's like,
And he's like, I'm exhausted. That's the clip I took from that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was like one of our first like
That was Mike. You watched that movie. Was that before or after we watched Onward?
that was before.
Oh, okay.
It was when it was like we wanted it was like when the like quarantine first started happening. I was like, all right, let's have like when we're done with work, let's have like a movie night.
yeah.
So we like re-rented it on Amazon, and like halfway through, like I was like, oh, this is gonna be like because like I've always wanted to see it. Like we missed it when it was in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And like all my friends keep saying it's like such a phenomenal movie. And like halfway through, I was like, oh, how it like because I picked it. I was like, are you enjoying the movie? And she just had like this look on her face, like this is stressful.
No, it is anxiety inducing.
I know.
It's
The whole.
I was very
It's like
stressed out.
It's like so well done, but like the whole time
Yeah.
you're just like on the edge of your seat, like
Yeah, and it's so I love those. I love Josh and Benny Safdie. They're incredible directors because they know
I
exactly
know
what they're doing.
my
They,
friend told me that a lot of his movies are like that. Like they're
yeah.
very like
So Good Time is my favorite from them. It stars Robert Pattinson, and if that's the movie I recommend everybody because right now because he will be the next
yeah, he
Batman.
recommended me that one to watch that one. I think.
Good time.
Good Time, and everybody's always like, oh, I don't think Pattinson can do it. He was the Twilight kid, and I was like, watch Good Time. What Pattinson does in that movie is incredible. He is a scumbag to the teeth in that film. And God, am I loving every minute of that performance. He got a standing ovation at Cannes when that movie was shown. And his performance is incredible in that movie. Now,
Yeah,
always
a
recommend
lot
it.
of people probably associate him with like, oh, he's the
Pretty
Yeah.
Boy, Twilight,
he's the
Cedric
vampire
Diggory.
boy.
Yeah. But what that guy has been doing as of late, I loved him in the Lighthouse. He was great in that one. High Life from Claire Denis. I love that film, and he's great in that. The Rover, New Zealand film. He's amazing. He completely loses himself in that movie. He's like a completely different person. He's kind of revamping his career. But what he does in Good Time, it's incredible. That also with the direction of the Safdie brothers. And this just like constantly keeping you on these very close knit, tight shots where it's like
Yeah.
really anxiety inducing, and plus the score in the background being like really electronic. So like when the really stressful situations are up, like the music is
Yeah,
like
when
really bumping and bumping and bumping and bumping.
Yeah, and Uncut Gems, the
Yeah.
score was really cool.
Yeah.
God, Daniel
There's like a lot of
Libettine.
really cool synth sounds.
Yeah, and there was something really interesting I found out about Uncut Gems when I was listening to the podcast of The Big Picture. From the Ringer Network. And usually when you're done with when you're film, usually you bring in like at least 10 pages of dialogue that you're doing ADR on to add onto your film. What the fucking Safdie brothers did for one of those scenes alone, it was when Kevin Garnett comes back and he's trying to come in and they're like buzzing him in and it's not working. And you hear all those voices in the back in the shop, like, buzz him in, what's going on?
Okay, yeah, when it's like really stressful and like he's constantly just trying to get into
The Safdie brothers brought in 65 pages of dialogue just to record for that scene alone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, of
So there's just
ADR.
I mean, like when they do it afterwards.
Yeah, they bring in them back and they're like, okay, we're doing additional. What ADR is additional dialogue recording. So these are sounds you put in like in the back, like when you're in when you do scenes like you're in the in a restaurant and you're eating your food,
Yeah.
you see it's like
kind of just people. So it makes it sound more like organic. Like you hear everybody in the
organically, like people are talking in the back. Usually you'll just have people like hearing them mumble and stuff, and because usually your microphone isn't actually able to pick up what's in the back. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be boomed right here. It's holding above your subjects. What the Safdie brothers did was 65 to 75 pages of dialogue for the film alone. And a lot of those lines were composed for just that scene in general.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's great because it just you just can't tell what's going. Like
it was so
you
stressful.
can't make out any of like the specific dialogue.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
and
like,
I've been meaning to watch one of the other earlier films. Heaven knows what. It's about this from the memoirs of this heroin addict, who she plays the character herself. And she basically her boyfriend finds out that like I think she cheated on him to get heroin, and she says like what can help you forgive me, and she's like, well, by you killing yourself because I don't want you here anymore and stuff. And like that sends her on this like this crazy journey of understanding existence and just her addiction in general. So the script is comprised from her memoirs that were written because Josh Safdie told her that she had to tell her story, and basically told her there was something else to live for, and it was to tell this story. And they casted her in the film to be the main actress. And God, those guys, they're very run and gun, very guerrilla filmmakers, but they kind of just take these stories that not a lot of people find, and they kind of like put them on the screen. And it's like, I never thought we would get a Diamond District film ever. Like I was like, no one's ever going to talk about the Diamond District. Like,
Man,
No.
it's a very like the setting of it is very like something you wouldn't see in a movie very
it was
often.
weird.
Yeah,
In a
those
good way. It was interesting.
Yeah, it's I love those guys are an inspiration for young filmmakers that are out there because it's like, you want to make your movie, you make your movie. And these guys are
Yeah,
doing,
exactly.
are showing you right now, like just
It
go
was like
out
a
and
very
try to-
different side of like Adam Sandler too.
Oh yeah,
And like not at all. It wasn't like used to him playing a character like that.
that was
yeah.
weird.
God, I love him. I
It's
loved
amazing.
Sandler.
Yeah,
in
he
that
was so
movie.
good in it. But like, same with Idina Menzel too. Like,
Oh yeah, Dina Menzel.
Amazing. But my breakout actress, I thought who was amazing in that movie was Julia Fox.
Oh yeah,
God,
she was
Julia
awesome.
fucking killed it. She
played the
killed it.
That was that
Mistress.
ex-girlfriend. The
Okay.
Yeah,
mistress.
the girlfriend, the
She was
mistress.
really good in that movie.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's incredible. One of the lines that makes me laugh the most, and usually it's a very serious movie, but like there's lines in there that make you laugh. Like, of course, Adam Sandler looking into the camera and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna come," because he looks like a awful. But my favorite is when he's handing the money outside to Julia, and he goes, "I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you later tonight," and he goes, "Oh, I wish I could do the same thing." I was like, what? I was like, just like start laughing my ass off. Like, wait, hold on, I have to return it. And it's just like Julia going like, "Oh, I wish I could do the same to you." I was like, wait, what?
That was funny.
Yeah.
I love that. I love her. I can't wait to see what else she does because she's an incredible.
She was
she's an
amazing.
incredible actress. She's an incredible artist. She used to do these incredible artwork. She was a writer, I believe, as well, and she what's it called? One of her artworks was actually done with her with her menstruation blood. Like and she did these incredible paintings. Like it's crazy. It's crazy what that painting was, but it was like very very metaphorical apparently to her. So it was some incredible. Like she's a really incredible artist, and she's also very beautiful, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah. So she's something else. But
Michelle
yeah.
doesn't like that.
What's up?
Michelle didn't like that. She said, "Ew." In the chat.
What did we go over yesterday? It's not what's it called? The art is subjective. What's it called?
Yeah.
It might be ill to you, but somebody might find it interesting. I back in Houston, I knew a girl who went to a show where this woman basically waits for hours, and there's a cup like a little plate on the bottom, and she basically menstruates the whole time. And it's supposed to be very like metaphorical and very methodical type of performance art. So I never judge. I'm like art is subjective, and that's the beauty of it. Disgusting.
That's like I'm sitting here thinking like like you've had cuts before. You know what it looks like when blood dries. Like I'm thinking about her artwork, like like it's not paint. It's not paint. So what?
Eventually it might not look so good.
Scientifically, how does that work?
Yeah, she did it, and I don't know how it worked, but it worked, and that was one of her most famous paintings. She also was a dominatrix for a couple of years, and she came back to do work for a charity, so that was cool. But Julia Fox is all over the place, and she's an incredible actress. I really want to see more from her. But disgusting but artistic. I mean, that's at least you understand where the art is in it. The disgusting part. It's part of your subjective opinion on the art, but it is art to somebody. So it's quite incredible. But I wanted to ask a couple of stuff because we got a little bit of more time left in here. I will talk about The Shining whenever. I actually want to ask some important stuff here because of what's called. You guys have been doing the Mega Wednesday stuff, and I want to know how you guys been enjoying just having to entertain people through music in the time like this right now.
It's been really fun. It's also nice to see a lot of people both that we like you who can't come to our shows on Long Island, and also see see a mix of people like that and people who we're used to seeing a lot. And I feel like it because I feel like
there's some people there who come to all of our shows on Long Island. But for the most part, it's people from all over the place that don't normally get to interact. Besides, tweets here and there.
I feel like it's
cool.
Healthy to just have to continue having some form of interaction. Outside.
Yeah, it's also it's good for us to have that that stable piece of routine to look forward to every single.
I'll be at work, just be like just like slogging away, or just like, oh man, it's Mega Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gotta make it through the day, and I could play music later. And it does like have it's more of a it's like very different than like a live show atmosphere.
Oh, of course.
But like, it has like a similar energy when you get like people like I guess like virtually cheering and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It means
like
a lot when like we're looking through the comments and we see people saying the lyrics of the songs. It's like we don't get that as much. when we're playing live.
Yeah.
It's like
You got it.
You were
It's
doing
fun.
it. Elisa was
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
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 It's also fun. It's fun. We've been also like trying to make it a point to at least with the covers, because we have like an okay amount of originals, but like not enough to completely
Yeah,
change
not
it every
enough to
single
fill that
week.
much time.
But we'd like to not repeat covers really, and just to like it makes us like, because like since
We're
not,
learning
like,
a lot.
Yeah,
It's
we've learned-
definitely a challenge.
Yeah, so even like when people request stuff, it's like I feel like when we actually eventually get to like do like gigs and stuff, or even us just doing like bar gigs, we'll probably
Yeah.
have a giant ass book of
We've been
songs
we've
that
been
we have.
wanting to do like playing in the background while people eat at a restaurant, like those kind
Yeah.
of gigs to make money.
Yeah.
And like we didn't have enough material to do those kind of things. Like now it's like we've learned so much music that we
Yeah.
probably could go
Yeah.
ahead and do that.
Yeah, I mean, we played a wedding once a while
Yeah, we
ago.
played a wedding once. That was a long time ago though.
Some of those songs we still remember, but not all of them.
Yeah.
That was,
One of my favorite covers you guys do is what's it called? Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly's always fun.
Oh, we haven't played that in
yeah,
the
we haven't
stream
done
yet.
that yet. I remember
Do it
we
on
were thinking
stream. That
about
was
doing it.
fun.
Did we play it in a stream? No, we didn't.
No,
Not yet.
we used to cover that like on like live, like we used to play it. a lot.
Yeah, we used to play it live. I feel like once the band went from Diglo being on bass to Eric being on bass, Eric would want to play it all the time, and at that point we had played it live so many times that I was just like, I need a
Mhm.
break from playing the song.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask, like, do you guys ever get tired of playing certain songs?
I mean, some of the originals we've like not phased out, but like
I feel like we've like
There's some of
matured
the-
from like we as people have changed, so it's kind of like
yeah,
the
only
song
people that
isn't
are the
as
same
fun to
one-
play.
I mean, I was in it like in the beginning for a while, but on bass.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of the songs I still always like. I was kind of there for like the formation of,
Yeah.
but
I mean, even I Won't Die and Retrograde. I wrote I Won't Die in 2011. I wrote
Mhm.
Retrograde in 2012, and didn't bring them to the band until this year. Oh
Yeah,
well,
well, I Won't
I
Die
brought I
came
Won't
to the
Die
band a long
first, but I
time
didn't
ago.
bring that into the band until like 2014.
yeah,
So I didn't really do anything with it for a while, and then we started playing it, and then with Retrograde we just started playing it. So it's kind of like
yeah. I
It's
feel like
fun
I
and
don't get as
exciting.
much tired when like other people seem to enjoy it or like
Yeah.
want to hear it.
with covers, I don't.
I feel like we don't play them often enough to.
Yeah.
We used to play.
Buddy Holly, I did because when
Yeah.
Megawave first started, we played like 4 or 5 times a month, and we'd play that song every single time. So it'd be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like towards like the back end, we probably were playing maybe like once every other month or so,
Yeah.
depending on like when we were like
Whereas the last year we played like 4 times in the year because we don't have a permanent basis, so it's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was usually have people filling in and stuff. Usually,
Yeah.
it'd
So
be
now
like-
it's like we get to do this on a regular basis. That's cool.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I won't die is one of my favorite ones from you guys. I think that one is my favorite. Michelle, I always recommend you check out Megawave. Megawave is great. I Won't Die is on the Mega Weapon Spotify. Is it?
It's on
Or-
Megawave too.
Yeah, it's on both.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
search up Megawave. Search up Megawave on your Spotify or your Apple Music. You know, listen to these songs because they're incredible artists here. And it's something what I've been always been saying is that the way that we treat artists, especially during this pandemic, is going to be very important for how we navigate the post-pandemic world.
Exactly.
Because a couple of days ago, the government of Mexico was ready to defund the Mexican cinematic industry over there. So
I saw that tweet.
Yeah, that's really sad.
yeah, and it took Guillermo del Toro having to tweet to make sure that everybody got in to help to make sure that didn't happen. And I'm telling you, the way that we treat artists right now, it's going to be very, very important in the way that we navigate.
Yeah. It's a shame, but also it's like it's kind of. I mean, I guess that makes sense that it's like probably going to be like one of the last things to like fully come back is like,
Yeah,
concerts and
concerts.
like
And I would say the same for
sporting
the
events
movies
and
too.
like arena, like show
For
big
live
shows
theater
like
and
that.
for movies, I would imagine
Theater.
they're not going to come back that quickly.
Yeah, film
Yeah.
festivals and because I
Yeah.
submitted my film to a film festival, but I'm glad that the film that I submitted, when I submitted, it's a virtual film festival, so I don't have to worry about having to be there.
There's some festivals have been doing that too. There's a music festival in Pennsylvania called Launch Music Conference that we played before, and we just saw they're changing everything over to make it digital. Like usually it's like kind of like their version of South by Southwest. Like they have different venues all over town and stuff like that, and they have like a big area like in the lawn, like a big like part of the festival. They have panels and stuff all day. I think they're making everything digital too.
Yeah.
So I guess like people are kind of adapting to it.
Yeah, but and I also understand when you're saying like nothing does beat that live crowd, because that's what I've been saying. Like, I love watching,
experience.
I love watching my movies on my big screen TV, of course, but nothing compares to the theatrical experience of sitting down on that seat, having the air full blast, making you cold as hell.
Nice buttery ass movie popcorn.
Yeah.
I love, my favorite thing about going to the movies is like when everybody laughs at a joke. Like when the whole room is laughing.
Exactly.
Like it's a different energy than just Mike and I watch it. Laughing. Like
I mean, like
it's a very valuable part of human connection that like I don't know what's gonna happen.
Michelle says that she just followed you guys on Spotify. So,
thank you
so much.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. You can join in on Mega Wednesdays on Instagram. You go follow him at Megawave Band.
We're on Twitch too. We're on Twitch too on Mega Wednesday.
Awesome. Well, we'll have the time to plug all that stuff so everybody can get in. We'll put in the links and everything in here. But I was gonna say that because I hope that once this is all over and we're navigating the post-pandemic world, we realize who was there to entertain us this time, because it sure as hell wasn't the fucking politicians. It wasn't them. It was the artists.
Some of them are, but not for the right. Not supposed.
Not
to
for the
be
reasons we want to be entertained. Yeah. The musicians were there. The people who were doing DJ sets on Instagram Live. Tory Lanes of what's it called, quarantine radio. They were doing that.
It's exciting, but like it's a very different type of excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was watching a lot of bigger companies and things have been doing like live streams of artists, and I was watching, I think it was Hot Topic.
Oh yeah,
they've been playing they've been having like artists just play acoustically, and there's this really good band that we listen to called I the Mighty. They're like
in California.
I don't know, they're kind of like alternative rock, like they're like a little.
I've never listened to I the Mighty.
Like phenomenal. The singer is like mind-blowingly good. Like like to the point like when you like listen to him like in live, you just get mad. Yeah, because he's
an amazing singer.
And like he was playing it was just him in his bedroom playing acoustic at on like the Hot Topics Instagram, and he like there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people commenting. He was asking like, oh, if you have like any like requests or anything. And so I like requested like one of my favorite like I the Mighty songs. It's called Slow Dancing Forever. I just figured it would get like lost in the sauce.
Comments.
Like it would just get scroll right by. And I just saw him like go like this. And it was like Slow Dancing Forever. All right, I'll play that one. All right, cool. This one's for you, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I mean that just recently happened. I was watching
I feel like it's like a different type of excitement. Like that doesn't happen at like.
I was watching
it's like you're just sitting in your. Sorry, I was like you're just like sitting on your bed and suddenly like one of your favorite singers is just like talking to you.
Yeah, I was watching a stream and it was from an ex WWE wrestler who just got released. So he's been hitting up the Twitch to make some a following on there. And I was like, I'm gonna put a message in here and see if they listen. They talk to me. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen. And they're like, oh, hey, what's going on there, Chicana? And I was like, thank you for stopping by. I'm like, okay, all right. You actually want to talk to me. I'm like, wow, okay.
It's like almost like surreal because like you just see it's like you just like see it like they're just on like this other like plane somewhere, and like when they actually start like interacting with you, it's like freaky almost. At least when it's like somebody on like that bigger of like a level.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold in a burp here. I don't want to burp into the microphone.
Okay.
That's always the worst part on the show because But yeah, it's really important. I hope you guys catch Megawave live every Wednesday on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, and all that stuff. I really, guys, you go and check them out.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Been,
And I don't know how much I got to stall to keep waiting for Michelle to come back so I can actually do the main topic and then we can leave. But you know,
our dog Sydney's been like, just when we can hear her like barking downstairs, like she wants to like go out. Oh,
well, how about we do something here? Oh crap! Okay, well, I was gonna say, how about we do a quick impression so that way we could tease them about what could have been if they would have donated. But no, Michelle came back in time. But yeah. Yeah. God, I've never shown you my Kermit impression, have I?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna be like, this is the first time I've talked to you in person, but this isn't in person.
Oh yeah, Mike.
Face to face.
In face to face.
I've been calling you the Karate Kid for like 2 years, dude, and we never got to talk in person. But yeah, no. I mean, let me see if I can get something in here. Michelle, you want to drop a quick prompt for an impression? I'll give you a free one since you're a really close friend. Give me a prompt here that you want Mike and us to do an impression, and then we're gonna talk about The Shining and then get the hell out of here because it's getting late. Michelle can give us a free prompt here. Michelle or Michelle, whichever one gets first.
I'm gonna let her go first.
Your it one is okay. My Pennywise impression is interesting. Do you want to do Pennywise trying to lure Kermit into the?
Ooh, that's a good prompt. Try to lure Kermit in the sewer.
Yeah. Do you want to do that, Michelle? You want Pennywise me trying to lure Kermit into the sewer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll do my Kermit impression just so I can show you guys. This is Kermit the Frog here. Yes,
wow.
Kermit the Frog coming into you guys here on the Nerdcore live show. Yeah.
This is also Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this quick impression here. Let's call Pennywise luring Kermit into the sewer. All right. I guess I'll go first.
All right.
I gotta drink water first.
I probably should too.
Hi, Kermit. You want to come down here in the sewer?
What do you got down there? I don't know. Looks a little skeevy to me.
It's not skeevy, Kermit. We got popcorn. Pop.
I don't know about that.
Well, I know you've been hitting the crack pipe. We got crack down here.
Hey, what are you talking about? Who's been telling you that? Has been telling lies again?
Talk has been going around. Fozzie Bear loves the crack, and he says that you provide the crack.
If I come down there, will you? How about you keep this on the DL?
I don't know.
Let's make a little deal.
We can dance. Maybe do a little dance. Get hot tonight.
All right. All right,
Mr. Get over here. All right, there. That's the type of stuff you can get if you throw in a little donation there. $1 gets you that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was very. How was your Kermit impression is great.
Thank you. I feel like I learned. I was like doing like some like dumb voice at work, and then my friend was like, that sounds a lot like Kermit the Frog. And I was like, she was like, do Kermit voice. I was like,
Kermit's
okay. And I was like, hello, and then she was like, oh my god.
Yeah. How was my Pennywise?
That was
terrifying.
It was scary.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at Pennywise.
Kermit died.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kermit the Frog.
R.I.P. Kermit. Yeah. That's what happens when you told him to come and get the crack and the popcorn. And apparently you didn't want to come. And I hope you guys like that disco reference. I said, do a little dance. Let's get hot tonight. All right. Well, what's it called? We're gonna go ahead and head on to this main topic here and get the hell out because it's getting late over there on the eastern front, and we also I got to take my medicine at 11 o'clock so I can go to bed. But today marks the 40th anniversary of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, famous film adaptation of The Shining The Shining book from Stephen King. Of course, this wasn't the most accurate adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining, but this would become one of the most famous films and honestly one of the biggest films in Kubrick's repertoire. It was famously known for it coming out to terrible critic and then critic reviews, and then after it got completely, got a lot of love, which is what it's interesting because in the age of social media, we definitely see more of the social media reactions. And somebody said today, I wonder what would have been the social media reactions to The Shining when it came out in 1980 because the critics panned it, absolutely panned it. They did not like it at all. But 40 years we were introduced to this, to possibly one of the greatest horror films ever made, and one of the most important psychological thrillers because they really the way that Kubrick bended sound design and the score and the acting from Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall in the film was just incredible. And I'm happy that today is the 40th anniversary because it's a damn important film. So Michelle, do you remember your first time watching The Shining?
I was in high school. I was over at my friend's house. I want to say we were having a sleepover. And yeah, two of my friends were at my friend Courtney's house. And we definitely were kind of like laughing the whole time. But inside, I was screaming.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask Diglo because he obviously has never seen the movie.
I've never seen it. So I've seen like clips and I feel like I've seen more parodies of it.
Yeah.
Like this, I've seen.
Do you know the famous blood? The opening shot of the blood coming in through the elevators and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's actually the.
Oh, I remember when I was in high school. My reaction to that was at first I thought it was wine. And
yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was wine, and then my friends were like, "No, Michelle, that's blood." And I'm like, oh.
There's the famous story of how Kubrick got that shot. He shot that a couple of times and he didn't like it. I think it was like around 5 times. And after the 6th time, he was like, okay, he was going to put 3 cameras positioned at different angles there. Remember, this was a time when you're shooting it mostly on film. So, if you shot and you didn't like what you shot, well, good luck trying to get that again. So he positioned 3 cameras in front of the elevator to get that shot. And he basically put crap. So that's real blood, but actual real created blood. It's not, it's practical effects. It's not CGI. He puts it in the elevator, brings it down, and it basically just boom comes in and he takes it from the camera, right? Kubrick goes in, checks each of them, and I believe he reshoots it again. And it wasn't until the last time that he does it that he's standing there and he's giggling and he goes, I got my shot. And that movie would also be known because the Here's Johnny scene was reshot 186 times.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Kubrick he put those actors to hell, which is why I think that what's it called? When people always say like, oh, like this director is Kubrick, like, oh, this director is the modern Kubrick, like, nah. The industry doesn't allow for another Kubrick to happen. Now, if anybody does it 186 times, it gets blasted on the internet and you get canceled because that's just it's not the way the industry works.
That's like I would be like at that point I'd just be like so.
Well, Michelle, the part in the film where all work no play makes Jack a dull boy. All those pages he made his assistant write all of those pages hand typed. He made
oh my gosh.
all the 100
no photocopies. That was all hand typed. That's insane.
Hand typed, yeah. And I believe the stairway scene he also shot like around like 70 something times as well. So this film is well known. Just when I first watched it, so there was a period in my first year of college where, obviously I wasn't going to do chemical engineering anymore. And I was just like, I want to watch all the movies I can so I can get more into this whole movie thing. And I was like, is movie really my thing? And I watched The Shining. And Jesus Christ, I've never seen anything more scary than that. I was shaking to my core. I was shook to my core. I was wowed by what I saw on screen, not just by Jack Nicholson's performance, but just the sound design and you those little sounds you were hearing like and there was just something about that film that just absolutely I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. My hair
Me
is standing
too.
up. My hair is standing up. I cannot watch that movie more than once. I was up all night. I wasn't just scared, but I was just thinking about that movie constantly at night. Just the way that Kubrick got those specific shots, how Kubrick was able to make such an incredible film, and really what the hell that ending meant. Because you're just like, what? So he's existed for this long? So to the 20s? And it's
Yeah.
crazy. I love this movie so much. Do you constantly rewatch it, or is it like something you're like with me? Like
I've only seen it like 2 times. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna have to rewatch it now that I know that he didn't watch it.
Yeah, if I should make a list of like all like the big movies.
Yeah.
you watched.
Yeah.
I do know. Also, there's this band I listen to called Murder by Death, like one of my favorite
Oh
bands.
shit! Yeah, this is
And
cool.
they're like this really like dark. Like
They kind of sound
folky-
like Elvis. Like the voice
Not
sounds
really.
like Elvis.
more just they have like the singer has more of like a Johnny Cashy kind of.
Johnny
They're very like
Cash, he's got a
alternative,
really
like kind of
deep
indie
voice.
punk country-ish.
But it's kind of punky.
Yeah, they're very very good songwriters. Like they're really cool, and they every
They
year,
have a woman that plays a cello.
yeah.
in the
But
band. She's
it was
great.
the reason that was because of The Shining. Every year they do like a series of shows at the hotel The Shining takes place in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
do a concert there.
It's like they do like everybody gets like dressed up like black tie.
Nope.
And
nope,
like apparently,
nope.
and they had a lot of interviews. They said like they had a lot of like weird ghost encounters and shit.
Nope.
Like from all the pictures, it looks like really cool. And they take like a picture at the end, like in the movie, like with the whole crowd.
Yeah, no. But 40 years of this incredible film, and it's I think it's gonna keep living in the zeitgeist because obviously who's Johnny, what's it called? Who's Johnny? I mean, where's Johnny? That scene is always gonna be what's it called, famous. I mean, there's just like all the what's it called, all the references in there are always gonna come out in like shows like Family Guy, American Dad, and all that stuff. It's been a pop culture.
Yeah, there's a whole episode of The Simpsons like that.
I've been watching a lot of The Simpsons since we got Disney Plus. I think
Yeah.
I've been like tearing through it. And there was one of the Treehouse of Horrors.
Treehouse
the
of
whole
Horror, yeah.
one of the whole segments was literally just The
Yeah.
Shining.
That was great.
Or how you don't go into room 237. That's that's
it had like it had like a different name because like they're like legally you can't say The Shining. It was, like, I forgot,
Yeah.
it was like some like dumb name.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really happy that you guys were able to be here, and happy birthday, happy 40th birthday to possibly the greatest horror film of all time. And if you've never seen The Shining, I do recommend you watch it. It's a movie that I mean, it still doesn't leave my mind. I'm still constantly thinking about it. I will have a guest coming on Cinema Condition to talk The Shining, so I hope that you guys will stick around to see that later in the season, my friends. But I've had a lot of fun time here with my guest, Megawave.
Yeah, we've had
and I'm getting tired, and I'm getting ready to go out here. But as always, we got to get the plugs in here. With Michelle and Diglo, can y'all tell them where they can find you guys?
Sure. So you can find us at it's Megawave Makes Music on Instagram, and you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter.
Join the
On Twitter,
Twitter, it's also Megawave Makes Music.
Twitter's Megawave Band.
Megawave Band. Wow.
And we are also on Twitch as Megawave Makes Music.
Yep. And so we've been streaming live every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we've been writing a lot of music. We've been saving up to hopefully record an EP at some point, a new EP.
Yeah, we have so many new songs that are not recorded yet.
Yeah,
so.
And we've been saving, having people can donate and stuff and buy merch and stuff.
Yeah.
On
All right. I put the Twitch right there in the comments. So you guys go and follow him, please. Megawave makes music on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Megawave makes music. Also join the newsletter. Newsletter's
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
We have an email list.
We have an email list, and we also have a Discord for sharing memes and talking about music or whatever the hell anybody wants to.
Want to be in the,
No, I'm gonna love using the Discord. Oh, I love Discord.
I was excited to set it up.
Yeah, I just you see my picture on Discord, Diglo? It's what's it called? It's Kermit the Frog dressed as Howard from Uncut Gems.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! I need to see that. I don't think I saw.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because
I don't think I joined it yet. I don't use it yet. I only started using Discord like very recently.
Yeah, Discord's a lot of fun. You can also do movie nights on there. Did you know that?
I know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. We should do that.
That sounds awesome.
It would be Diglo reacts to The Shining.
Diglo reacts.
I found it. I only started using it because it was like literally right when the COVID outbreak started happening. We were supposed to have a big all our friends, and we're like, let's just do it on like Discord. So that's when I like learned how to do it. So we just played Jackbox games on Discord, and we were all just like talking to each other.
Michelle says, "Sing before you leave." God, come on, go, Michelle.
In particular?
Is there anything in particular? She doesn't do the Spanish songs. I've already tried. She can't. But it's okay.
I am gonna learn La Llorona eventually.
Yeah.
We did start.
I keep saying it, but I'm really going to.
I started learning it a while ago, but I brushed up the Rainbow Connection.
The only reason I have you guys wanting to
do that next
La
week.
Llorona is because I wanted to tell about the actual, because there was an actual Aztec princess who would end up becoming, La Llorona. It's a very real thing. So hold on here. Your favorite songs. I mean, what's it called? She's asking for a performance. I don't know. Come on, like you wanted to wait for Wednesday.
Maybe I'll sing the end of Strict Ladies Joel. That's in Spanish. Right?
Yeah.
That's the first time you heard me sing in Spanish, I think, Raul, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty good.
So, no entiendo, estás mintiendo. That's just those two lines. But
yeah.
And that song? No te entiendo, estás mintiendo.
Yeah.
No, it's just repeating the lines. That's it.
Well,
but I was very stoked when I wrote those two parts together because I was like, Andrew and I looked at each other. Andrew's our first guitarist, and Andrew's more fluent in Spanish than I am. He said he's in Spain for a semester.
He was in Spain.
But he was in Spain for I think about 6 months ish. He turns to me. He's like, let's get pissed in Spanish. And I was like, you know what? We could do that. Let's do it. And then like, I don't know where I came up with those lines rhyming with each other, but I was like, this is one of my best rhymes ever.
I think we might play that one next week. That's one of the originals we haven't done yet.
Michelle, if you want to hear more of the beautiful voice of Michelle and Karate Kid's great guitar skills, make sure you tune in on Wednesday for Mega Wednesdays at 8:30. 8:30 it's 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you tune in on Instagram Live, on twitch.tv/Megawaves Makes Music.
Whatever your platform of choice.
Whatever, yeah. If Twitch is your platform of choice, please join us there because there's only like one person at Twitch every week.
Yeah. Send them some bits, guys. Send some bits over to Megawave Mix Music. But
we don't even have any like prompts for our bits to do anything.
I'm still like learning.
Okay, don't worry about it. You don't have to have anything. You see, like I just refresh the page here. If there's a what's it called donation, I'll just read them out here. We don't have to do all the fancy stuff.
The bits thing, I just think of in
Steven Universe
when he asked for the fry bits.
The bits.
Yeah. So what's it called? It's been a lot of fun. And Michelle, Michelle, you can't be out here asking for performances, if you ain't watching them on Mega Wednesday. So make sure you go on Mega Wednesday and you check them out. You know.
We have
Yeah,
so many
jeez.
clips on YouTube you could go through.
That's true. Yeah, we have a lot of
Yeah.
the old ones up there.
Yeah.
I loved the heart-shaped box cover. God,
Yeah,
that
that
was,
one was. I'm really
I have
happy how
to
that
put that
came
one
down.
up.
I was like, I don't know how Nirvana's gonna translate with us, but it was.
Yeah. and you guys killed the
Yeah, really
Pearl
cool.
Jam one too. I loved the comeback.
Thank you.
to that.
I didn't
Yeah.
think either one of those bands would be a good choice for my voice.
Yeah, because
but
like Eddie
we did
Vedder's
it,
voice
and I was
is
like,
very,
this is
very,
cool.
very different
Yeah.
than like the way Michelle sings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, I wasn't
Kurt Cobain
expecting to go
too.
like I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting to go like come here,
Whoa.
Yeah. Like,
That was
girl.
It was kind of hard to learn the song. Like that, you definitely challenged me, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
and I was like trying to say like don't like try and like just try and sing it like
I wasn't
Yeah, don't
trying
try
to
to
sing it
mimic.
like Eddie Vedder. I was having a hard time finding because his voice is so low
yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to mine. Like it was just kind of like I need to find a spot in my voice that's comfortable to do this. So it was a little bit of a challenge. But I
Well,
think
for
I got it.
sure, I want to put the challenge of a Temple of the Dog. What's it called? A hunger strike, so I can just hear Mike go in the back. I'm going hungry.
Yeah, they have they'll cover almost all of the '90s, the big '90s grunge singers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Cornell in there too, because that's Cornell and
Oh,
Vedder.
yeah, that's Cornell and Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, rest in peace to the legend, Chris Cornell, man. What's it called?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, oh, you gotta get some Stone Temple Pilots in there too. Stone Temple
that's the
Pilots.
other one.
Yeah, yeah, and and Alice in Chains, man. Lane Stanley.
I love Alice in
Really?
Chains. I love
Yeah,
Alice
That
in
might
Chains.
be a little closer to
That
your
would be
register.
easier for me to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His voice is a little more like belty.
God, I'd kill to hear "Down in a Hole" from Michelle here. Oh, that song is.
Maybe we'll do another '90s night in the future.
Grunge night, where
Well, my friends, we've reached the end, and I hope everybody's had a wonderful time. But as always, down here, you look at that domain right there, the nerdcore.com. If you want anything to do with the Nerdcore, you want to listen to the
I'm pointing the
podcast.
wrong way. It's mirrored.
Pointing the wrong way. You want to listen to the podcast? Do you want to watch us
Oh.
on? You want to find
Okay,
us
I
on
got
Twitter,
it.
on Instagram? You want to find
got it.
bios of the several team members? Well, that's where you go. The nerdcore.com, right down there. And you can find us all on there. But if you don't want to go to nerdcore.com, then you can find us on Twitter at the nerdcore _ Instagram at the nerdcore. As always, you can find me at the Nerd Chicano on both Instagram and Twitter. And as always, you can also help us out a lot by doing the Patreon. And I'm gonna have to plug myself. I'm gonna be a hoe here. I'm gonna plug myself a good amount.
That's what you gotta do.
Right there. You want
Patreon's awesome though.
You want to know what you want to know how to help us out monetarily? There it is, down there. But become a patron at patreon.com/nerdcore. You get about 200 plus exclusives, depending on the tier, of course, that you get. And we've got a lot of exclusives up there, and we do a lot of fun stuff. Do you want the episodes? We go live for like Saturday morning reviews and the theme reviews early. Do you want to watch that? You go down there. You want to get Saturday morning reviews early, live and in person? You go down there. You want to get my nipple? Well, you got to pledge $100 for that one. You go down there. Yeah. No, you don't get that for the 100. But if you do want to put the 100, you go down there. But there's a lot of other stuff. You want a weekly mini pod only for you? You go down there. What else do you want? My movie club? You go down there. Down there. That's all you got to do. Patreon.com/nerdcore. We have a lot of wonderful people who support us, just like the wonderful wrong side. Well, the wonderful, God damn it. The wonderful Michelle right here and Diglo. They are proud patrons of the Nerdcore at the $2 tier. And Michelle, do you like the mini pods?
Oh God.
You can lie.
I do like the mini pods.
Yeah.
I do listen to them.
Yeah, you can lie. Don't worry. You can what's it called? With the mini pod, you can also tell us what we can talk about. So that's the cool thing about the mini pod by posting in our community page or our special Discord channel that you guys get to be in when you become a Patreon. And you want to know how Patreon supporter, and you want to know how you become a Patreon supporter? You go down there, right down there. So go on. And the people we want to go ahead and give another shout out to, because they're part of the Patreon, is our producers. And by the way, I don't have these names on me on my computer. I literally remember these names. We want to thank our associate producers, Cassie and Sarah. We thank you so much. If you want to become an associate producer, what you got to do is you got to pledge $10 to the Patreon. You want to know how to get to the Patreon? You go down there. We also have our wonderful executive producers at the $15 tier. That is Grayson Barker, who you can follow on Grayson Barker 98 on Instagram, Warlord 1bar on Twitter, and also our wonderful Shane. Sorry, I don't want to burp into the microphone. You can also follow Shane on twitch.tv/SRRKK and on Twitter at SRRKK Twitch, and that's on Instagram as well. Also, you want to go ahead and follow our $25 tier executive producers. Those are especially special people. And you can find Bryce at BrownRice199696 on Instagram and Twitter. And you can find our real nerdy dad on Twitter. That is a Tony, the good old Tony. We love Tony. God damn it, the fucking prompt I'm going to have to talk about on fucking mini pod. Oh, well. We do what they want us to do. But you want to know how to become the producer? You go down there to fucking patreon.com/nerdcore. And that is it for plugs. Not too bad for somebody who didn't have a co-host today, huh, guys? Maybe I will fire Brad. You know?
No, don't do it.
No.
Right there's the link for
Defend
Megawave.
Brad.
No, don't defend Brad here. No, don't defend Brad. That old man, he needs to get out of here by now.
He's a grandpa like me. We old people defend each other.
No, but you're a cool
old.
grandma. Brad is a bad grandpa, like the movie. He's a bad grandpa. But as always, we will catch you guys tomorrow. It's a good old chill Sunday stream tomorrow, full of idiocy and movie news, probably. I hope so, because doing these celebrations of 40th anniversary, not the best thing. It was either this or Avatar 2 news, and I don't want to talk about Avatar 2. Fuck Avatar 2. So, we'll see you guys later. As always, you guys know to stay after the song plays because you get a special soundbite. So, we'll see you guys after. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired already. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, take a shower, stay clean. And from Megawave, we'll see you later.
Thank you all for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Woo!
What are you doing?
Dance party. Brad's gonna get fucking fired whether you like it or not. You ready for it, guys? Listeners, are you ready for it? Just love sucking people and then